Okay, so now on this document I'm going to show you how to set like a pull quote like this, where you have, you know, a separate box with a quote in it, and then you sort of have the text. It's called, it wraps around the quote basically. So I already have this set up, so I'm just going to go down here and do the same thing down here. So I'm going to go to my type tool and draw a box. You know, we'll make it something. I'm going to go slightly wider than the actual column, and we'll put in this. Oops, is a very interesting quote from the body text. Okay, now actually we'll set the styles to none. So you'll see I have an earlier video about setting your styles. So what I actually have done is, in my paragraph styles, I have a style here, iMagazine pull quote. So I'll set it to that, and I'll just go into it so you can see. What I picked was News Gothic regular. I picked 18 point type, 24 point leading. I turned the hyphenation off, and the character color I set to this Pantone 1595. Now that's an orangey colour, but what I've chosen for my headings now is this bright pink colour. So this is where you can actually change your styles. You can go in and decide, you know something, I don't think the orange and the pink is quite working. I think I'm going to change it to this pink colour. So now that style is applied to this body text. So, oops, hold on, let me tighten this up a little bit. So if I drag this type here, you'll see, you know, it just floats around on top, okay? But what I want to happen is, like up here, I want the text, you can see actually now it's applied the same colour up here. I want the text to run around it like this. So there's an option up here. If I go Window, Text Wrap, we'll open that up. Now there is options up here, but this is better because there's more options on this palette. So if I click on this, and at the moment it's set to no text wrap, I'm going to set it to wrap around bounding box. Okay, so I click on that, and you'll see now when I drag it in, okay, see the way it's kind of pushing that the text wraps all around the box instead. And there's some things that you can do as well with this that are interesting. I'm going to go and push it in here so you'll be able to see it a little bit better. So at the moment you can see where this text, you know, it sits quite close to the edge of this, okay? So if I want to push this text out a little bit, if I click here again on the box, you'll see there's options here. So this is the top, it's called the offset, so how far you're basically pushing the type away from the edge of that box. We have our bottom, we have our left and our right. So I'm going to set the right offset. You'll see as I click here. Okay, I'll go really far so you can see. See the way it's pushing like that? Okay, that's 7 mil. We don't want it 7. Let's bring it 5. And let's say our top offset, we push it up, and our bottom, oops, I'm going minus. Let's go something like that might do. And then we may as well set the left as well. Okay, now I don't really want that quote there, although it looks a bit funny because there's a lot of white space there. I'm just going to drag it back into the middle. Okay, so you'll see, you know, the type. Actually, let me zoom in. So this is the bounding box here, and then you'll see there's an extra edge here. This is the offset that I've just set, and actually the bottom is quite low. Let's maybe something like that. So you can see this is the offset here. So that's quite important, that the type doesn't infringe on this body text or this kind of text here, this pull quote. So that's pretty much it for pull quotes. Just play about with that and see how you get on. And I'll see you